Well, this is just a quick video on how to hem a pair of leather pants. It's really easy to do. You don't have to take it anywhere to spend 40 bucks or so to have somebody do it. As you see, here's a pair that I did for my wife a few days ago, and it's really simple to do. I got a pair right here that she wants done. Yes, I do all this stuff, but whatever. It's really easy. Let me get this kind of set up here so we can kind of see what's going on. And it's going to be simple to do. What you need, this stuff right here. Well, any kind of fabric glue will do. This is just a washable permanent fabric bond. You can buy it at hobby stores. You can buy it at maybe even Walmart or someplace like that. Need this, something to pour it onto, some sort of brush. This is like just a little makeup brush, but you can also use anything with bristles. This thick right here. You can use a model paintbrush if you want. First of all, what you got to do, you got to determine the length. I had to cut a little bit off of this just because they were going to be too long. And then, as you can see from the other side here, that's the other side. What I did here is I turned them inside out. You have to actually do that. So what you got to do, for starters, cuff the thing. Just go around just like so. Get it cuffed and try to get it as even as possible. Roughly that's about how much is going to need to be done right there, about an inch or so. Like I said, just get it about the same the whole way around, somewhere in that neighborhood. Make sure the seams line up. That's going to be the trickiest part, but at the end I'll show you a little trick to keep those in place real good. Then get out the plate here. Set it over here. Let's pour some glue onto it. Actually, don't need a whole heck of a lot. Just about, about that much or so. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not, but it's about that much. A little more just to be on the safe side, because I'm going to end up doing the other side too when I get done with this video. Then it's really easy. What you do is dip the brush in, kind of fold it back, and just sort of paint it on the inside. Just paint it on the whole way down. Peel it back, make sure you get those seams real good. Those are, like I said, those will be a little tricky, but I'll show you something here in a minute. And if you get a little extra glue, don't worry about it. It's going to be just fine. Then what you do is you just go through, just mash it on down, just like that. I mean, that is as simple as it gets. Right there. Okay, and flip it over, and you'll be able to see just exactly how much I'm going to be putting on here. Just kind of, like I said, you just sort of paint it on. Just like so. Once again, work with it just a tiny bit. Even if you get those seams, you got to make sure you get everything inside of them. Just make sure you get everything in there really good. Like I said, those seams are going to be a pain actually, but then it's a little sticky, but don't worry about that. It's just like Elmer's glue, kinda. I got an old rag pair of sweatpants that I'm just gonna wipe my hands on. Then once again, just pat it out. Make sure it's good and stuck the whole way around. just like that. And now, for the trick that I was telling you about, you can use clothespins. I've got some of these, magnetized refrigerator clip pins. What you do is where the seam is at, right here, just take it, put it right about there. Go over to the other one. As you see, it's not quite, it's peeling apart, but you put that on there, it'll hold it just fine. And that is it. It takes a few hours for it to dry, not too long. If you do it in the night, if you're going to be wearing them the next day or something, they'd be fine if you just let them sit. Ultimately, what I'll end up doing is I'll end up hanging these up. But like I said, that right there, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side here in a couple minutes. But I just wanted to show you, it's really, really super easy. And you can just let them hang dry just like this, and then when you get done, just pull them through. But when you get done, they're going to end up looking just like that. And it works out really, really good. Fabric glue. And this stuff right here, if you can see, it says okay to wash. That's true, because I've actually hemmed blue jeans with it, washed them numerous times, and nope, no problems at all. Like I said, that's what it ends up looking like. And with that little seam trick that I was telling you about, as you see, no problem at all on the seams. So hope you enjoy it, and you'll actually probably see that there's a couple of links below. Those links are actually to a internet marketing business that I have, and well, the crazy thing is it's worked out so well for me that it's able to give me time to do other stuff like this while my wife goes to work. But there you go. That is how to hem a pair of leather pants. And now my wife's got a lot of leather clothing, and I will put more stuff up. Alright, thanks.